Hi everyone. Today I'm going to do a flight from John F. Kennedy Airport, and we are going to be flying to Pittsburgh today. So not a terribly long flight, but I wanted to reintroduce you to the LVFR Airbus 321. I think I got this for about $20 way back when, and the price may still be the same. It was basically a default plane. It wasn't anything very special, but they've done several updates on it over the past year or so, and it has a lot of good features on it now. So I thought I would kind of reintroduce you to this one and see if you have this plane. You might want to give it another try. And so we'll go. Let's get started. We'll get inside the plane. Alright, so we'll go ahead and get the battery turned on. We have external power available to us. We'll go ahead and do that. Alright, go ahead and flip these on up here for us. And this does, you can use Simbrief in this now to import your flight plan. But the only thing I'm not sure about right now is the runway we're going to take off from. Simbrief says 13 right. Microsoft says 4 left. So before I mess this up, I think we're going to go ahead and find out. See if we can figure this out.
Kennedy Airport information, Sierra 1500 Zulu. Wind 07 at 5. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 24. Dew point 10. Altimeter 30.46. ILS runway for left and ILS runway for right in use.
There you go.
Landing and departing runway for left and runway for right. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Sierra. Kennedy Airport information, Sierra 1500 Zulu.
Okay, that's good
Wind
enough.
07 at 5. Visibility 10. Sky condition.
So we can get rid of that. There we go. Okay, so we have, let's see, we go into, let's see where it's at on this plane. Okay, here we go. I gotta generate my flight plan here. Alright, so JFK to Pittsburgh. Here we go. There we go. And initial altitude is 380, 384 miles. And there's our load sheet. How much? 149 passengers today. Airtime is expected to be 1 hour and 6 minutes. Block time is 1:34. I'll probably cut that a little short, so because we're going to spend more time here on the ground than anything. So showing you some of the features if you haven't used this plane in a while. So I think the first thing we're going to do is let's see, let's just get outside the airplane here. gotta load the passengers on the plane. So we're gonna go ahead and connect the jetway.
Kennedy ground, Alaska tree 2 tree heavy. Could you please connect the jetway to the aircraft?
And then we'll get the baggage
Alaska
and
tree 2
catering
tree heavy.
service
The jetway
going
is going to be
to.
connected.
Kennedy ground, Alaska tree 2 tree heavy. Could you please send the baggage?
Alaska tree 2 tree heavy baggage is on the way.
Kennedy ground, Alaska tree 2 tree heavy. Could you please send the catering truck?
Alaska tree 2 tree heavy. The catering truck is on the road.
Okay. So while this is going on, let's go back into the cabin here. We're gonna turn on our fuel pumps. We're not gonna be using the center tanks. There's no fuel in those, so we're good there. Get our lights turned on. And seatbelts. Smoking. Let's go ahead and fire up our APU. There we go. Alright. Alright, APU is available. So we're going to turn on the APU bleed, and we're going to shut off our external power. Won't be needing that anymore. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at all this stuff right here. The cost index is going to be 18 today. A lot of flights use around 30 or 40, so we're using 18. That means we're more concerned about saving fuel than getting there at a particular time, since it is a short flight. So it's not going to be too aggressive on climbing and such. And let's see what else we got here. Oh, there we go. Our block fuel is going to be 55.19. There's our flight plan right there. Alright, that's not our flight plan. That's the alternate route right there. Okay, let's see. Okay, anyway, let's go ahead and see if we can sync our flight plan now. And we're going to take the payload off of here and go ahead and sync that with the airplane right now. And we're going to go ahead and load the fuel, sync the fuel. There, you can see there was some slight movement there as everything gets loaded up. So let's go back here and we'll get into our flight plan on here. So you can see this is all loaded up right here. Some things doesn't carry over. Like our flight number here, we're going to have to put that in. And it's N261SB. 261 SB. That goes in right there. And our, let's see, I forget what our cost index was. Oh, our cost index was 18. Go ahead and put that in. Cruise altitude was 380. Is 380. So let me go ahead before I forget and put that in up here. There we go. Iris wind, and then we're going to go ahead and so it's got our block fuel is 5.5 and our block fuel is 5519, so that's correct. Alright, and let's see about our performance here. Transition altitude is 18,000. I'm not really sure if this imports or not. Let's go ahead and see if the performance stuff carries over. Simbrief. You know, I don't think it does, but I think I can, I'm going to use the takeoff on the performance on the Simbrief to calculate. So we got to change first of all, Simbrief has got us taken off on a different runway than 4 left. So I'm going to go back in and edit that. And I'm going to change it to 4 left because that way we can get a better, more accurate calculation, takeoff calculation. So it's going to be 4 left. There we go. So I might have to go ahead and regenerate that flight. There we go. Alright, so that changed some of the numbers up here. We're going to go ahead and resync that plan, payload, and fuel, just to make sure on that. Okay, and now our takeoff for 4 left. Mature. Alright, so now we should be able to calculate our takeoff performance. Alright, here we go. So V1 is going to be 140. V2 is also one, or VR is 140. 143 for V2. And I usually add 10 to that number up here. Well, first of all, let me put in the transition. 18,000. Altitude. There we go. 143. So we're going to go up here and change this to 153. Alright, 153. There we go. I'm going to probably brighten these screens up a little bit so I can see them a little bit better. Alright, there we go. Now let's go ahead and let's take a look at our flight plan here. So we got taken off from 4 left. My cat wants attention. Okay, here we got. Let's see. Okay. So we're going to come in on 10 left when we get to Pittsburgh, and it looks like it's all set up for us. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at this here. Let's see if this will show in here. Okay, we can take a look at this on here. There. Well, that's kind of a crazy way into 10 left, but that's okay. We'll just go ahead and leave it like that for now. Okay, so we're all set up. Let's see if we can we'll go ahead and get a push back here.
Kennedy ground, Alaska tree 2 tree heavy. Could you please disconnect the jetway from the aircraft? Kennedy ground, Alaska tree 2 tree heavy, requesting pushback.
Alaska tree 2 tree heavy pushback request accepted.
Kennedy ground, Alaska tree 2 tree heavy, requesting the end of pushback.
Alaska tree 2 tree heavy request to end pushback received.
Okay, let's go ahead and go back in and get the engine started. Fire up engine 2.
Alaska tree 2 tree heavy request taxi for straight out departure with Sierra.
Alaska tree 2 tree heavy taxi to and hold short of runway for left using taxiway Kilo Foxtrot Bravo Kilo Echo cross runway tree 1 left Kilo Echo Kilo for Kilo Kilo 1. Contact tower on 119.1 when ready.
Taxiing hold short runway 4 left, using taxiway, Kilo Foxtrot Bravo Kilo Echo Cross runway tree 1 left, Kilo Echo Kilo 4 Kilo Kilo 1 Alaska tree 2 tree heavy.
Okay, so we can go ahead and turn off our APU. APU bleed is off. Let's get our plane ready for takeoff here. Set at 38,000. Altimeter is 30.46. Let me get this out of the way for a second. Make sure flight director turned on. Constraints turned on. Set this for about 40. Taking off. Let's see here now. Alright, says we need to set our auto brake to max, so we'll go ahead and do that. Signs on, cabin ready, spoilers. Go ahead and arm our spoilers. Flaps. Flaps are set for takeoff. So it looks like everything is all set for takeoff, and so we'll start heading out to runway 4 left. Let me see where I gotta pull up my map here and take a look and see. This is kind of a big airport. So kinda looks like I need to go to the right. Let's see, 4 left. Wait. Go to the right and then cross over. Alright. Okay, parking brake is off. We're gonna have a little bit of traffic. And it looks like we're gonna follow these other aircraft here, as I'm sure they're all going the same direction as we are. Oops. Got one more coming in here. Just a little bit of traffic today.
Alaska Tree 23 Heavy, hold position, caution the Airbus on the taxiway.
Yeah, I see, yeah.
Alaska Tree 23 Heavy, continue taxi.
Roger, Alaska Tree 23 Heavy.
Alaska Tree 2 Tree Heavy, hold position, caution the Airbus on the taxiway. Alaska Tree 2 Tree Heavy, continue taxi.
Roger, Alaska Tree 2 Tree Heavy.
Let's switch over to the tower now.
JetBlue 148 tree, line up and wait. Line up and wait, JetBlue 148 tree. JetBlue 290 tree, contact New York departure on 135.9er. Good day.
We better finish configuring our plane here. We're not quite there. But
Kennedy Tower Delta 2090, ready for departure runway for left IFR to Orlando.
That.
Going to 135.9er, JetBlue 290 tree.
Okay.
JetBlue 148 tree, altimeter 30 for 6 wind 07 tree at 5.
There we go.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left. Delta 2090, line up and wait. Line up and wait, Delta 2090.
Oh, we got rid of one plane.
Delta 2090, altimeter 30 for 6 wind 07 tree at 5. Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left. Cleared for takeoff, runway for left, Delta 2090. Kennedy Tower Delta 77 tree, heavy, ready for IFR departure, runway 4 left. Delta 77 tree heavy, hold short, runway 4 left. Traffic is Airbus on the runway. Delta 77 tree heavy, line up and wait.
Oh, we got rid of another one.
Delta 2090, contact New York departure on 1 tree for decimal tree 5. Good day. Line up and wait, Delta 77 tree heavy. 1 tree 4 decimal tree 5, Delta 2090. Goodbye. Kennedy Tower JetBlue 281, ready for departure, runway for left IFR to Houston. Delta 77 tree heavy, altimeter 30 for 6 wind 07 tree at 5. Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left. JetBlue 281, hold short, runway 4 left. JetBlue 281, line up and wait.
Looks like that plane coming in is going to have to go
Line up and
around.
wait, JetBlue 281.
Because he's coming right on in.
Cleared for takeoff, runway for left, Delta 77 tree heavy.
We'll see if he makes it.
Delta 77 tree heavy, contact New York departure on 124.75. Good day.
Kennedy Tower Alaska Tree 2 Tree Heavy, ready for straight out departure at runway 4 left.
124.75 Delta 77 tree heavy. Goodbye.
Hold short, runway 4 left, Alaska Tree 2 Tree Heavy.
JetBlue 281, you are not cleared to take off. Alaska Tree 2 Tree heavy, wind 07 tree at 5. Traffic is Airbus on final. Departing straight out approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 4 left.
Cleared for takeoff runway 4 left Alaska Tree 2 Tree Heavy.
Maybe we can take off so the other plane behind that's coming in doesn't have to go around. There we go. I think we're ready for takeoff. Didn't fix them.
Squawk 4055, Alaska Tree 2 Tree Heavy.
Over here are not independent
Alaska Tree
of one
2 Tree
another.
Heavy radar contact
So
5 miles southwest of 7
that's
November Tree
unfortunate
8000
that
feet.
they didn't fix that.
Altimeter tree 0 decimal for 5. JetBlue 531, you are 9 miles southwest of LaGuardia. Contact tower on 118.7 when inbound on the approach.
Roger, Alaska Tree 2 Tree Heavy.
Alaska Tree 2 Tree Heavy contact New York Center on 121.125. Good day.
121.125, Alaska
Just
Tree 2
flying
Tree
over
Heavy.
the top of
Goodbye.
New York there on the left.
New York Center, Alaska Tree 2 Tree Heavy, 10,500 feet.
Alaska Tree 2 Tree Heavy New York Center altimeter tree 0 decimal for 4 radar contact. Continue.
Alright, time
Alaska
to
Tree 2
turn
Tree Heavy
off
contact Boston Center on 1 tree 2
landing
decimal 3.
lights.
Good day.
132 decimal tree, Alaska Tree 2 Tree Heavy. Goodbye. Boston Center, Alaska Tree 2 Tree Heavy, 11,600 feet.
Alaska Tree 2 Tree Heavy Boston Center altimeter tree 0 decimal for 4 radar contact. Continue.
The Hudson River off to the left.
Alaska Tree 2 Tree Heavy contact Boston Center on 1 tree for decimal tree. Good day.
Going to 1 tree 4 decimal tree, Alaska tree 2 tree heavy. Boston Center, Alaska tree 2 tree heavy, 12,900 feet.
Alaska tree 2 tree heavy Boston Center altimeter 30 decimal for 5 radar contact. Continue.
Soon we're going to head west and head over towards Pittsburgh.
United 906 tree heavy, you are 500 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet altimeter 30 decimal for 6. United 50 heavy, you are 51 miles northeast. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect ILS Zulu runway for left approach via Kilma transition. Clear to Kilma. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet, United 906 tree heavy. Boston Center Delta 1082 is at 17,300 feet, descending 3,000 feet. Cessna Tree Tango Whiskey contact New York Center on 121.125. Good day. Delta 1082 Boston Center altimeter 30 decimal for 6 radar contact.
Okay.
Continue to Penna.
In the interest of keeping this video from getting too long, we're going to continue. I'm going to continue our ascent to 38,000, but I will join you when we get to 38,000, and then we'll try to figure out how to set up the rest of our flight.
Clear to Kilma, United 50 heavy. Alaska tree 2 tree heavy contact New York Center on 121.125. Good day.
We'll hold off here until we get through with this turn.
121.125, Alaska tree 2 tree heavy. Goodbye. New York Center, Alaska tree 2 tree heavy, flight level 195.
Ethiopian 501 heavy contact Boston Center on 132 decimal tree. Good day.
Okay. So,
Alaska tree 2 tree heavy New York Center radar contact. Continue.
we'll leave you for now, and
New York
we'll
Center American
be back
2733
shortly.
is passing 6,500 feet. Goodbye.
Okay, we are back. We're at cruising altitude right now. And what we're going to do is prepare our plane for descent into Pittsburgh. So it looks like 10 left is going to be our most viable option. ILS runway, and we want to make sure that that we are set up for the right frequency. So let's go ahead and take a look at our let's go into the red. Now it should be, our frequency should be 111.7, and that is set up. The course is set at 104. It should be set at 101. So we're going to go ahead and put 101 right in here. 101 for the course. Okay. So that's all set up now. If you go into the performance page here, this is the cruise section right here.
Delta 2951 heavy climb and maintain flight level
Into the descent section
340.
here, they want to put the pressure at the runway, at the airport of Pittsburgh. So
climb and maintain flight level tree 40 Delta 2951
let me
heavy.
see what that pressure is going to be.
Delta 2951 heavy contact New York Center on 124.625. Good day.
Alright, arrival airport is Pittsburgh. And let's see, the pressure is going 30.41. So we'll go ahead and put that in.
Goodbye.
30.41. There we go. Set our transition altitude to 18,000. And they're showing 148 for the approach speed. So that's as low as we want to go right now with this airplane. And there we go.
132.5, Alaska tree 2 tree heavy. Goodbye.
When
New
we
York
get
Center,
time
Alaska
to,
tree 2
we'll
tree
activate
heavy,
this
flight
approach
level
phase
360.
when we get to our top of descent marker. Alright, so let's go back here and see where we are on that. We'll start our descent in about 50 miles, it looks like. Into Pittsburgh here. So we're heading west towards Pittsburgh right
New
now.
York Center Spirit Wings 2022 is passing 9,000 feet, climbing 15,000 feet. Spirit Wings 2022 New York Center altimeter 30.47 radar contact. Continue.
Okay, another thing we want to know before we start our descent is now I have the free version of Simbrief, which doesn't allow me any charts, but fortunately I also have skyvector.com, which is totally free, and it gives you all the charts you need within the United States. So, and this tells me here on my chart for runway 10 left that I can set my altitude for 3,000, and that will be right near the start of the glide slope. So that's what we're going to do right now. So we're going to select our altitude to 3,000 here. There we go. And we're only about 37 miles away from our top of descent. Once we get down to about 20 miles, we're going to go ahead and turn on the seatbelt sign. forgot to switch to standard pressure. I guess better late than never. But anyway, we're set at standard pressure right now. And we're almost at 20 miles of top of descent. So we're going to go ahead and turn on our seatbelt sign. Plenty of fuel. Temperature's about negative 51 Celsius here, but since there's no clouds, there's no icing, so we don't have to worry about that. It's time to start our descent now. So let's go ahead.
124.9er Alaska Tree 2 Tree Heavy. Goodbye. New York Center, Alaska Tree 2 Tree Heavy, flight level 360.
Alright, we have started our descent. Let's go in and see. It's not going to show us anything as far as our elevation. I think what I'm going to do is, it looks like we're not descending as fast as we'd like to. So, we're going to add some speed brakes to this.
134.8 Alaska Tree 2 Tree Heavy. Goodbye. New York Center, Alaska Tree 2 Tree Heavy, flight level 345.
Go about 50, halfway down. Let's see if that's going to help at all. It looks like it is increased it. should be down to 11,000 or 11,50. No, that's not right. See if we can figure this out here. Stowe at 1652. Should be at 4,000, 1652. That's for a while yet. I'm not really happy with our descent here. So I think what we're going to do is, because we're not making much progress on this, we are going to do a vertical. There we go. Okay. So now we're starting a little bit of a faster descent. We don't want to get to our runway or our approach, and we can't. We have to circle around because we're too high. So let's see if we can get down there a little bit. We're going to drop our speed down to 250. So 18,000, so we can go back to whatever our pressure is supposed to be, 30.46. And let's see, so we're getting down there now. Really constraint I see is 4,000 at Stowey. So we're going to set this 3,000 to 4,000. Because when we did our vertical speed descent, that doesn't follow the constrictions when you do that. So I want to make sure I don't go below that 4,000. Turn on our landing lights. Speed back to 200 knots.
$2,500.
Flaps 1, and we're going to
2000, 2000,
Go back in and check and see what our minimum speed is for landing.
2000,
148. Landscape around the Pittsburgh area here.
$2,500.
We still got a little ways to go though before we actually land here. So what I'm going to do is we've got a little ways to go. I'm going to go ahead and pick this up as we get closer to the Pittsburgh area to keep the video from getting too long. So I'll join you shortly. Okay, we are back. We're in the Pittsburgh area, as you can see. We're currently holding at altitude of 4,000, and we're going 200 knots currently. Speed. We have to circle around the city here and then come in for a landing. So I thought I would bring it back now so you this is kind of pretty to see. towers there, down there. Just past it on the left. Airport off to the right over there. So we're going to circle around and come in basically downwind right now. And so we are coming in at runway 10 left. Speed down to 180 now. Go to flaps 2. We've already got our speed brakes armed. Clearance to land, but we're not quite ready to land yet. So I think they jumped the gun a little bit. We have to hold at 3,000 elevation until we get to Stowey. Or I should, excuse me, have to hold at 4,000 elevation until we get to Stowey. And then we're going to drop down to 3,000. So we're going to go ahead and enter the 3,000 there.
Pittsburgh Tower Southwest, 65169 miles northwest, inbound ILS runway 10 left approach. Southwest 651 Pittsburgh Tower.
2,000. 2,000. 1,000.
Airport is off to the right there, so I'll try to exit them off to the right a little bit. I have to watch my speed. Should be set at medium.
400. 300.
Pittsburgh Tower, Brickyard
200.
569er, are ready for departure runway 10 left IFR to LaGuardia. Brickyard
100.
569er 4, hold short runway 10 left. Traffic is
50,
Airbus on
40,
short final.
30. 10. Retard. Retard. Retard.
Hold short runway 10 left, Brickyard 569er 4.
Alright, we'll take this next one right here.
Alaska Tree 23 heavy turn next taxiway. Alaska Tree 23 heavy contact ground on 130.775.
Going to 130.775, Alaska Tree 23 Heavy.
Alright, so we're going to taxi to the assigned gate. If they give us a gate.
Ground Alaska Tree 23 Heavy taxi to parking.
Okay, so they gave us a
Taxi to
taxi
fuel Alaska Tree 23 Heavy.
to fuel. I really don't want to do that. Let's see. Anyway, that is the end of our flight for today. If you want to stick around and see if we can find a gate to go to, you're welcome to. Otherwise, that'll be it. There's one thing about this airport: all of their main terminals are right ahead of us. and you can follow them all the way around the building. So I'm going to see if they've got somebody waiting for us. So I'm going to head on over there right now. Hold on just a second. I gotta make sure I turned off the spoilers were there. Flaps go up. There we go. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to see if sometimes even in this game when they don't assign you to a runway, they'll still have somebody waiting for you at one of the gates, one of the flag people there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to park right here and make sure I got my brakes on, parking brakes. Now, I'm going to go look around. I'm going to go this way and go all the way around and see if I can find if they've got somebody waiting for us somewhere. Sometimes they do, and that's the only way you know where you're supposed to go. You'll see a flag person there somewhere. Alright, that's not there. And this goes all the way around this. We just circle all the way around this building right here. This is where all the terminals are at here. Guess that's the end of it. Okay, so one right there. So I don't know how I damaged my landing gear while I was in my drone, but I did. So we'll just call it right there. Hope you enjoyed the video.